Hello and welcome to this Cryptosi team introducing. I am delighted to introduce one of our developers who has worked on Bidify extensively. You can see him pretty much all over the GitHub. It is the man himself, Bino, also known as Snowman. Bino, am I pronouncing your name correctly or is it Bino?
Yeah, my name is Bean. Uh,
Okay. Oh, really? So there's quite a few people called Bino.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Right. So, what we're going to discuss in this short video is a chance for people to get to know you, discuss the things that you've worked on with us before so they can put a face to the code, try to build a little bit of trust here. And we're going to discuss Bidify, which you worked on in two separate stages. And we're also going to discuss a new project called Cryptosi Vest, which is something that we are planning to work on in the next few weeks or months, hopefully get that done and shipped as soon as possible. So first of all, let's discuss Bidify. Could you tell us how you, or could you tell us, let's start with you first. Could you tell us like how you got into crypto and what sorts of things do you enjoy developing? What do you enjoy working on?
Oh, mm, mm, was I first discovered cryptocurrency during the early days when Bitcoin was gaining the traction of the revolutionary content, and what initially intrigued me was idea of decentralization, creating systems that didn't rely on traditional intermediaries like banks. Over time, I explored more and I became fascinated by how blockchain could enable trustless, transparent, and programmable solutions uh, beyond just digital currency. And my journey to development began um, with a curiosity about how things work behind the scenes. And I was always thinking about technology and trying to figure out how websites and apps and games are built. So that curiosity turned into passion when I realized I could create solutions to real world problems and through the code. Mm, ability to bring ideas to life combined with constant opportunity to learn and evolve was pushed me to push development as a career.
So, finding Bidify and working on Bidify, how did you find that? Bidify being the NFT auction platform
Yeah.
that we have launched recently across multiple chains. How did you find working on Bidify and especially launching it on so many chains? Was it a difficult job or did you find it easy or enjoyable?
Yeah, yeah. It was um, development of 6 years. It is a mixed passion of it. Practically, growing up, I was drawn to problem solving and creativity, and programming felt like a perfect blend of both. Mm, I love the idea of building something from scratch and seeing it comes to life. But eventually, I have deployed in several letters that I have not been to working before. For example, as you can see my
So, moving on, uh, we're going to be soon launching Cryptosi Vest. I recently sent you over the documents. We haven't quite got the logic document made yet, but the um, we do have the basis, the framework of what we want built. What are your thoughts on Cryptosi Vest, and do you think you're capable to develop it and build it?
I faced several challenges like performance issues and in the vesting project, the main concept is that vesting schedule. And I know that there are two kinds of vesting schedule: a time-based schedule and a milestone-based, price-based schedule. So, and in making the vesting schedule, the main key is the free period. So, since we don't have any um, detailed document of vesting schedules, uh, I have some questions for this document. So, do you have um mm, sorry, but vesting timelines do you have in mind for different groups like founders, advisors, and investors?
Okay, so the idea was that the smart contract would hold the person's tokens, whether it's the founder or an investor or whoever. It would hold their tokens. The special part would be it would hold the tokens until the project itself reached a certain price. And then when the project reached a certain price, then it would start to either slowly release the tokens on a linear scale, or it would release them all at once. So we would have the option to set by time or by price. And then if you do set by price, the next option is, does it get released all at once, or does it get released in staggered cliffs, or does it get released linearly over a period of time? Once the user has made all of those decisions, they start the new contract with those decisions, which is the vesting contract. And then anybody can then go and add to that vesting contract when they want to. And we would have a front end which would show who has invested into the vesting contract and where they sit on the schedule, how much they've invested, and what price they'll be allowed out, and those details, so that other people can know. If it's the developer of a meme coin, for example, other people can know that the developer can't sell until the meme coin gets to a certain price. And even then, they can only sell linearly. So that you can't be rugged by the dev wallet.
Yeah. All right. So we are using the combined schedule with cliff schedule and linear and a time triggered and price triggered schedule, right?
Yeah. But what the problem I'm worried about, the thing I'm wondering is, how do we get a smart contract to know the price of something and then act because it knows the price? How would the smart contract do that? Or would the person have to go back and pay a transaction fee for the smart contract to check the price?
Yeah. So there is a pricing system called as Oracle. We can get the price of tokens in using this called Oracle system, and most of contract using this to get the price of get the real price of the token in the blockchain.
But would that work if the token is a really small token? So some of these tokens might be meme coins that are just created. So would an Oracle system still work for them?
Yeah. And in this case, Oracle system will not work, I think. So in this case, we can get the price directly from the pool.
Yes.
Yeah, liquidity pool.
Yes. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so I'm thinking we start on EVM, but I can't see any reason why this can't be also built on Solana in time.
Yeah, of course, no problem. You can build it on Solana and new, currently rising blockchains such as Sui and Aptos.
Uh-huh.
Uh, yeah.
Are you capable of programming smart contracts on Sui, Aptos, and those networks as well?
Yeah. So recently, I have worked on solar analytics as well, and I have a little experience in Aptus, and that is move language, and Sui is the almost the same with the move. So I think I can implement it as well.
Okay. Okay. How long do you think it would take for you to put these smart contracts together once you've got a proper logic document that explains exactly the process and the features that we need? How long do you think this would take? How many days of coding do you think this is?
I think in EVM case, I can build the smart contracts in 1 month if the detailed document is prepared.
Excellent. And then I guess the next thing would be to tie the smart contracts and the functionality to the front end, which would be being created by another department.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have any need for databases. Would we have a need for databases, or would it all just be calling data from the blockchain and then presenting it on the front end? So I guess we wouldn't need any databases in this setup.
Actually, there isn't any. We don't need any database, but calling data from the blockchain is very slow in speed, so we can use the database as a middleware, like the Bidify. We use database and Bidify to store the data and store the data. Same with the blockchain to speed up. You can use database, but that is not needed.
Yeah. Okay. So we would have a database on our particular front end, but anybody can spin up their own front end, look at the same smart contracts, and just have the data be delivered a little bit slower and still work. So it is decentralized in that they're not relying on our front end because they can set up their own. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. I guess, is there anything else you wanted to say about the project, or any other things you think we should consider as we're starting the project?
Yeah, so we can use some third-party services such as the graph. Yeah, that is not needed database. So it can catch the events of the blockchain and store the data as a database, and we can pull the data from the subgraph and speed up our project. So we can consider about it like that.
And that's another decentralized solution as well, which is also good.
Subgraph.
Excellent. Okay. Something like this. Could we have our front end hosted on a system like Arweave? Could we host our front end on Arweave so that it's hosted on IPFS and almost?
Yeah. I saw several decentralized services that can be hosted websites, static websites, and it is available to build decentralized hosting. Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
But I don't sure it can be an Aviv.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we need to do some research and find out if it's possible.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay. Right then, Bino, thank you very much for your time. I will be posting this on YouTube so everyone can get to meet you. And as the project goes on, I'll be also posting updates so people can see what happens with the Cryptosi Vest project as we move forward. Hopefully, once we're completed, we'll get to have you back to discuss how you found the process, if everything went well, what you would change, if anything, what it's like working with us. And thank you again for your time, and hopefully we'll get to see you soon.
Yeah, thank you for your time, and glad to see you first time here.
Yeah, great to put a face to all the code. Thank you very much, Bino. I will speak to you soon.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.